Rules. It has zero welding, all body. It was only seatbelts. Now I use the term dumpster car a lot, and a lot of you guys don't really know what dumpster car is. What dumpster car is a car that you're no longer going to demolition derby, you're no longer going to drive, and basically all the parts that you want out of the car are out of it. So this PT Cruiser has a blown motor, and it's a shame because you know what, this thing is a actually half decent rust-free car, but it's basically a dumpster car. I'm not going to invest the money or the time to do a motor swap to this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically prep this car for scrap, which is remove the air conditioning motor, remove the alternator, remove the starter, remove a whole bunch of stuff like that, including the catalytic converter, drain all the gas out, maybe save the bumpers because they are steel bumpers, who knows, maybe I might use them one day, and cut basically the whole wiring harness out of it. And then we're going to use this as our new dumpster car. So what we're going to do is we're going to take everything that we don't want and put into this. That exhaust will go in the dumpster car. That rear axle will go in the dumpster car. Any rims that we don't want will go in the dumpster car. I'm pretty tired of having that thing laying around, so I might weld that to the roof of the car just so I don't take up space inside of it. All of this will go into the dumpster car. This is a broken Reese hitch, it's old strap struts. Basically, anything you don't want that's car related can go into the dumpster cars. Old e-brake cables, horns, plastic like that's from a car, anything that you don't want, old brake pads. Now to move our dumpster car, we're going to hook to something that's solid and that won't rip out, because there's nothing worse than getting in and out of your vehicle to hook this back up. So it looks like this motor mount is good and solid, so we're just going to hook to that. Now to move this car, we're going to get something big, something heavy, and preferably something full-wheel drive, because this thing sat here for quite some time, so it's probably frozen into the ground. We're going to attempt to try to flip this PT Cruiser on its side with this Mazda 3, this chain, and if all else goes wrong, this come along. So let's try this. Well, she wouldn't do it, so let's try with this. Just give it some assistance.
Rain was at that. So what do you guys think about that?
It's over. Ta-da! It's a real shame this car, the motor was gone. I would have really enjoyed derbying it. You can tell from the bottom of this, for a PT Cruiser and a Dodge product, this thing is pretty damn clean. But you can't win them all, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically drain the gas tank, pull the catalytic converter, and I'll probably take that donut too, because that fits Cavalier, and it's always nice to have Cavalier donuts. But you can kind of see why these things do so well on the demolition derbies. The backs of these things look intense. Like even the back bumper seems pretty good, but the frame rails are straight. And they're straight all the way up to here. And if you guys don't know, straight frame rails usually means a good smashing car, because they're not going to bend anywhere too obvious. But it's a shame. But let's pull all the parts that we need off this dumpster car and get rid of it, because I don't want to look at it no more. Well, let's get this thing back onto the wheels, because I got everything I want out of the underside of it. Overall, I'm pretty happy with that. Realistically, I probably didn't need the car. Didn't really do much except act for a safety. Probably could have done this whole thing with that farm jack or trail jack. Could have basically rolled it up and then rolled it back on its wheels. Back onto its wheels is much easier, because the center of gravity in these cars is so low that you only have to get it on like maybe a 30-degree angle, and then you can just touch it by hands and she goes. As soon as the suspension starts taking weight, you've basically won the game. But everything's done. This dumpster car is ready for the fucking scrapyard. So basically all I got to do now is drag it onto the trailer, pull the tires off, and take it to the yard. So, well, she's off to the scrapyard tomorrow morning for this dumpster. So there you go.